Today is actually a meet day with the social club, my Main Street people. I'm gonna meet up with them and see what we have in store for today. I'm excited though, I get to see everybody again. I miss them. I only get to see them probably like 4 times a month, so that's what I get for living so far. But yeah, we're gonna go over there, just chill for a little bit till his clock strikes 12, and then start the meet. See what trouble we get into at Disney. So I'm still prospecting, still trying to earn my patches. So hopefully soon, hopefully. I'm praying that it happens soon. All right, I've been prospecting for about 6 months already. You need to show them that you want to be here, that you want to be a part of this family. Unfortunately, it's possible that you can't get in. I've heard already stories where there's been people who prospected and who have been told, you know what, it's just not going to work out. Hopefully I'm not one of them. That's the thing that I'm like, oh crap, I have to really try hard. But yeah, it's possible that you can get in the club, and there's also a possibility where you can get kicked out of the club if you're already a member. So, you know, anything's possible in this club. This is one of my goals now, to just try to join this club and see what it's all about. And look at that, 6 months later, I'm still here, still prospecting, and see what happens.
Before entering the parks, we'd like to remind you that smoking is not permitted except in designated areas. If you have brought your own food and beverages, please use the picnic area located just to the left of the Disneyland main entrance.
I really wish that everyone in general had this opportunity and had people around them like this, because I feel like I'm really, really lucky just to be able to gain all this from a theme park.
Started Main Street Elite 2 years ago with 3 of my friends, 2 whom I work with. We just recruited our friends basically. Our first meet, there was 13 people there. Word spread. We had 120 members in under 8 months. So people, you know, wanted to join, and you know, it was kind of got a little out of hand at first because we didn't really know how to handle all these people.
All right, tell me when you're ready, when you're done posing. Get in there.
Arms like this?
I'm taking a lot. I'm taking a lot. All right. I'm taking a lot.
You're using up all the damn storage space. I got 60 floors. Oh, you're good.
Growing up, my parents always found a way to bring me to Disneyland. We weren't the best off. We were definitely not well-off family financially, but my parents always found a way to bring me here almost every birthday. At the time, I didn't really, you know, hey, it's my birthday time, you know, I get to go to Disneyland, and I didn't really know the struggle of how much it costs. And now that I'm older and I'm a father myself, I'm like, wow, they sacrificed a lot. And just the memories of holding those things with my family, with my parents, I wanted to share those same moments, those same ideas, those same the awestruck face that we make when we see our favorite Disney characters. To see that in my daughter, to see that relived in my daughter, brings me back to my childhood. And it's one of those things where it's almost like I become a kid again, you know? And it's just the way I guess you could say I feel young again. I feel like as old as she is, 2 years old, brand new, everything's possible.
Yeah, so Disney has really been able to bring me like just a channel, just a vast, huge channel of different kind of outlets in life that I can go to in order to really deal with the day-to-day struggles that every person like really has.
When I have trouble with anyone, it has to do with, you know, personal-wise, I come here to get away from it. Because out there's no place for me to go and just, you know, distract myself. When I have trouble with my mother or with my dad or, you know, with a family member or a friend, and I come here, I forget about it. That's like reality out there. This is the happiest place on earth. Why not be happy?
Patched into us being, it's just finally like, out of all the hanging out that we've done and all the relationships, it's kind of like, I guess say like a rite of passage, like, hey, you're officially part of the family. We've had people that have come in and they're just, you know, they don't fit, you know, because of the attitude or the way they come in.
We've made the mistake of letting people in that weren't really a good fit and that didn't really understand the reason why we were doing this. That's where the prospecting comes in. You can never really know someone in 6 months, but you can get a really good idea of who they are, especially with as much as we all tend to hang out. So it's kind of like, we're not forcing you to prospect. You don't have to prospect, but eventually, if you want to be an official member, you'll have to have a prospecting period.
When we first started the club, like me, I came to the first meet that first day, and by the end of the night, Mike had asked me if I wanted to be in the club. He was like, I really dig your family. I would like you guys. And we're like, okay, cool, you know? When the whole social media thing kicked off, we saw a lot of interest in people wanting to join our club. Obviously, we don't want, if it was not maintained the way it is, we would probably have like 300 members according to how people wanted to join. We had to come up with the process of maybe giving a lengthy time to see what they were about and what their true intentions were on why they wanted to join.
There's no initiation. All we ask you to do is come to the park and respect the park rules. That's one of our biggest, we have bylaws. We have rules that are set, and the number one rule is to respect the park. You don't leave your trash around. You don't disrespect people that are here either on vacation or either they're pass holders. Like, you don't disrespect anybody. You watch out for children. Like, it's well put together. Unless you really know what's going on, it just seems to be chaotic.
It's not cheap. I put in so much effort coming to the parks at least 4 times a week or 4 times a month, let alone the distance I have to travel. You know, my car is pretty old, so I'm risking the fact that I'm still taking my car here, that's still bringing me here. And, you know, I'm working a lot just to be able to pay off my ticket every month so I can keep experiencing, you know, these moments that I have with the club. So, you know, I've been doing a lot of sacrifices. You know, I've been missing a lot of family events, you know, my intermediate family. I haven't really seen them a lot because I'm here. Honestly, if I didn't get into the club, like if they told me, you know what, you're just not fit for it, not only would I be bummed, I'll probably be a little mad, honestly, because not at them, but like at myself, because it's like, okay, what did I not do right?
Aliens.
The White House. The White House.
Steve Irwin. It's a Corvette. Say anything, man. Darker color. No, black and white. Black and white.
I've heard from other cast members that they have interesting initiation rites that sometimes involve stealing. I've heard they break down attractions.
I've heard them like cutting in lines. I've heard them being really obnoxious to other guests.
They can leave a lot of trash. There's a lot of them.
Kind of trashing places, like wherever they go, they kind of leave disaster in the wake. Being rude to cast members.
They can be just generally disrespectful and loud and rambunctious sometimes. It just seems so strange to see something that looks so hard and mean in a place like Disneyland where there are princesses and fairies.
There's rumors that we're mean, that we're very unapproachable, and it's like, I understand it, I get it. We all pretty much wear black, we have tattoos, piercings, different color hair. But like when you meet us, we're nothing like what people perceive us to be.
I started hearing stories that first that we were like, that it was a gang. And that second, that we got in tons of fights and that there was different types of altercations at the park on days that I were there. And it's so funny just to hear the fabrications of all of it.
We've had to deal with the whole biker thing, with it being a gang, with us fighting with other social clubs inside the park, which was very West Side Story-ish.
I will never forget this. I was at the park one day and he texted me while he was working and he's like, "Are you okay?" And I said, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, what's up? He's like, I heard there's a fight going on Main Street. And I was like right around the corner from Main Street. So like I ran like right around the corner, like literally right around the corner, but there was nothing. So I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh, well, I heard from some of the people that I work with, there's a fight right now. Security had to break it up. I'm like, there's no fight right now. We're still in the park. And so I go over to where he's working at, and he's telling me like, yeah, man, like I heard you guys got in a fight and that like the security had to break you up and you guys are banned from the park. And I said, no, none of that happened. Who'd you hear it from? And he said, I heard it from a couple people that I work with. Stories like that started flustering more and more and more. He told me he would constantly hear rumors every day when he came to work. Like we were sneaking in alcohol, we were sneaking in drugs, we were smoking in the bathrooms, we were like cutting in line. When I started hearing things, I never thought that the people of Disney would even care or would even think about it. I would always thought that they would just be like, oh, okay, it's something else that's going on in the park.
We would catch a lot of grief, I think, from a lot of these like bloggers. I've caught them like taking pictures of us. It was just a lot of people that just love Disneyland for the same reasons that just didn't take the time to understand why we love Disneyland. I think it's pretty funny that people consider us a gang or that would associate us with the style of a gang, because 98% of the time I'm pushing a stroller. Based off of that statement alone, I think it's hilarious. I'm always with my daughter, and if I'm not with her, I'm always with one of my buddies in the club that has their kids with them. I can see where it might stem from, you know, the whole vest and tattoos, and, you know, people see us with a beer and they, whatever, I mean, whatever stereotypes you want to throw into that category. And you can only do so much with whatever people want to make up. Just a regular guy that just loves Disneyland and I happen to have tattoos.
The fact that we got so much negative publicity in the beginning was a little hurtful, because we're here to go on rides and eat churros and like, we're just here to have fun. And we found a group of people that wanted to do the same thing. Some of our parents, they're tattooed and they're pierced and they always wear black, and it's like, I'm a mom. And I may look different, but I'm a mother. I respect people. I teach my daughter right from wrong. Like, there's nothing that a normal mother in like a cardigan sweater wouldn't do. You don't have to be a cookie cutter person to love Disney. You don't have to be 5 years old to want to be a kid.
You looked into my eyes. Your path now
in each other's weddings and we're going to each other's birthday parties, and it's like, it originally was intended for people to meet, to have more friends in common with Disney and stuff like that, and it ended up turning into a family.
With the club, with them, it was amazing, because, you know, having so many people accept you right away, it was like, wow, you don't see that every day where I come from. Growing up, I always knew I was different. I mean, I grew up with boys, you know, my cousins. I'm an only child, so all my cousins were boys. So all I did was go play in the dirt, go play baseball, go do this, go do that. But I knew that something was different because I had the same interests as the boys. Human-wise, I guess you could say. I don't know if that makes sense. If they will talk about a girl, I will look at that girl and I'll be like, yes, you are very right. And I noticed it wasn't acceptable. I knew it wasn't acceptable by the age of 6. What kid knows about that stuff at that age, you know? But I knew not to say nothing. And a lot of people was like, how do you know? You know, you're just a little kid, you know. That's why I say I'm different, because I knew already by the age of 6 what the word gay meant. And I knew it wasn't acceptable in my family. And I knew it was, you know, wrong, but at the same time I knew it was like, I can't judge no one. I'm no one to judge. You know, that's your life, it's just mine. How is it affecting you? One of the main reasons why I want to get into the club is because they don't judge me. They don't. It's something new.
Just yesterday, I lost my grandmother. And coming from the type of family that I came from on my mother's side, it's not the most unified of relationships. And to let my brothers know, that's what I refer to them as, my brothers, and let them know that my grandmother passed. They were the only ones who texted me, and not even my own family did. And they offered help when not even my own family would. To see people that I didn't know 2 years ago step in and say, if you need anything, and genuinely mean it, it's a good feeling.
When I first joined, it was March, April. In June, I have an older son, he's 13. In June, he was diagnosed with leukemia. In August, the entire club put together a fundraiser to raise money to help with my medical bills. And sorry, it chokes me up every time. Michael had a fundraiser at the barbershop that he works at, and all the barbers worked for free. They provided haircuts, you donated the money, it went to the foundation. We had members that are tattoo artists that were also tattooing, and all the proceeds went as well. All the money was raised and we gave it to my son's, we paid off all his bills and everything, and these people didn't know me. Like, they had only known me for so long, and they were already willing to do so much for me. So that's why I love them. Sorry.
A whole semicircle. How many people? So now it's a little weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now we can be friends.
Hey, G! Do you want to join our MSC club?
I didn't feel. Oh shoot! I knocked off the swag.
I just got patched. Patched into the club.
So now you're a member?
I'm an official member now. Thankfully.
How does it feel?
No words can describe my feelings right now. No words. Actions probably, but no words. overwhelming. I'm holding it in still right now, but oh man, I'm officially part of this family. This amazing family that I got to meet 6 months ago. You know, we started off all as strangers. I was the shy kid, you know, didn't want to talk to nobody, and now I'm cool with everybody, and I can call them my brothers and sisters. It's been more of my family than my own.
Do we have any newly patched members that have been in the last couple months that just got patched in? Yeah. So have everyone come forward. We got G and we got Rachel.
Angela's on her way.
Angela's coming. All right, let's hear it for these guys.
This is actually my first meet as an official member, and I'm pretty excited for that. Yeah, it's cool. I'm not rocking the patches yet, but I'll get there eventually. The moment when it was happening, I almost cried. I teared up, but I sucked it up. I was like, nope, don't ruin your image. It's okay, but I will not lie though. That night when I went home, I cried. I'm not gonna lie, I cried. I was like, this is the most amazing thing that's happened in my life, especially because I was going through so many negative things these past few months. This really did help me, and it motivated me to just continue to do what I'm doing and fight the battle. You know, you're gonna lose some, you're gonna win some, but at the end of the day, it's up to you which one you choose to do. It's funny because when I don't have the vest on, I feel like that shy person again. As soon as I put it on, like right now, I can dance right here, right now, and not care. I can break dance, I can sing, I can do anything. I lost a lot of courage, but this place brings it back. Main Street brings it back. And just my name, my nickname, it's a sign of respect that I know that I earned, especially from all the hard times that I've had. All the constant judgment that I've been, having or been given. I got the name G actually when I was in the 4th grade. And there was just a little, something that my teacher wanted to do to make us feel comfortable in the class. But there's a deeper meaning than that for me. And the reason being is because when I used to get called by my full name, it felt like either I was in trouble or those bad memories just came back to when I was getting, bullied, picked on, getting told things. When they started calling me G, I felt like it was an opportunity to have a fresh start, just be me. This is the person that you are. Yeah, it's your full name, but that wasn't me. It didn't feel like it was me. And like I said, I'm not a gangster, I'm none of that. It's just, when you go through things that I've been through, and a lot of people think, oh, you haven't been through nothing, we each have our own story, and this is mine.
When we first started, it was just a group of friends, and that's who we incorporated, and we put the word out there because we wanted to get more like-minded people in our group. But we didn't really expect it to turn into like something so big. I mean, they mean a lot to me, and I know they mean a lot to each other, and they've kind of just, I don't know, you're here so much, and I think part of it is, all the shit we got, all the stuff that, people would say and throw at us, and it kind of made us tighter, getting all the ridicule, we kind of came together, and it was more of a camaraderie through all the chaos. These people are the people I see on the weekends, I talk to these people every day, I love all these people, and so everyone in this club, and it's just, you spend enough time with some people and you have enough common interests, they're your family.